Well, welcome back, guys. What is going on? Let me see if I got this on here. How are y'all doing today? We are on the road, heading north. Beverly, D-Train 9. Jalen, hello. We are heading up north to Sacktown, Sacramento. We got an event on Wednesday we'll be covering. And I have some stuff to take care of tomorrow down there. You guys will know more after it's taken care of. You'll like it, I promise. So we're heading up today. Been working all day already. I've already got 8 hours in today and it's only 11. That's a good day. So we got some stuff we're going to be doing tomorrow. And we are on the road to that 2 hour and 45-minute drive. Hello, Trina. How are you? But it has been a long day already. I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. I can tell you that much. What are you guys up to? What is going on in the world today? Got the beautiful orange trees. Going through Madera area right now. Heading over to the 99. What's up, Debbie? How are you doing? On the road again. Been a minute since we've been on the road. The scooter. Trying to pack boxes, huh? That's always fun. See if our Rumble, our Oreo Army jumps on over here on Rumble. But yeah, we have some stuff we're going to be doing in Sacramento tomorrow. Then we got the Stop Nick Shirley Act rally. Over at Sacramento, so we're going to give you live coverage of that. Just fun stuff, working away. Old Uncle Bill's in the house. About time. We've been waiting for you. Can't start the show without you. We can't start the show without old Uncle Bill, and we can't continue the show once RW pops in. It's the way it works around here. So I was going through, I had to grab some lunch a little while ago, and I was going through and I seen that the head guy, one of the main owners of the 49ers, was arrested. Okay, this guy got some millions in the bank. He got arrested for trying to, I think it was $140 or $160 prostitute over in, I think it was Ohio, near East Palestine, Ohio. And he is being plastered everywhere online right now. I can't remember. I read the article. They dropped it down to a different charge. He served 2 days in jail. And, man, he's got some explaining to do. The 49ers have not released a statement yet on this. But what a brain dead person. I mean, no offense. Picking up prostitutes is not the right way to do it. But you had to wonder how serious this is when you could call, with that kind of money, you can call a $500 an hour escort, right? They're all over online. Instead, you pick up what would be considered trailer trash in that realm of the world. And but he got popped for it. The owner, I think he's also part of the general management of the 49ers. How wild is that? But yeah, I pulled up my feed, and he was like every other post. I was like, that man is not having a good day. That man is not having a good day. I mean, it's San Francisco, but it happened in Ohio. But I mean, you're a San Francisco native, you gotta expect it. I mean, in San Francisco, he probably has him on speed dial. What is his name? I'll tell you right now. John Jed York. Goes by Jed. He's the principal owner and CEO of the San Francisco 49ers. Wild. What's going on? We got Loud Tune, Jan Doe. Who else has popped in here saying hi? Gandalf's in the house. How are you doing, sir? Sugar Bear. So like I said, we got some stuff to take care of in Sacramento, but our main focus in Sacramento is Wednesday, the Stop Nick Shirley Act, which was obviously signed by Gavin Newsom last week. But we still need to raise awareness. It's supposed to be a really good turnout for a rally. I know I've been contacted by 5 or 6 people making sure I was going to be going down there, and we will be going down there, and we will be live streaming. So it should be, that is on Wednesday, I believe at 11 a.m. I was doing some work with this morning. Busy day, and tomorrow will be really busy. But today we are heading north to Sacramento. Here we are on the 99 heading north. See what kind of traffic we get. What's up, Renee? How are you? We are in the edge, so we are guzzling gas. But we're gonna get there. I do need to put air in the tires. I just filled up with gas. That's an ouch because we're in California, but It was at Costco. I need to go to a gas station and air up one of my tires a little, could use a little air in it. Well, it says used cars that you can trust. Thank you so much, Trina, for putting that up there. Thank you, Trina. Yeah, but I got some exciting stuff to share with you guys. Probably later tomorrow afternoon, we'll share some stuff, what we've been doing. Trust me, we've been working hard. And you'll see some good news, actually, for everybody, but we'll share that tomorrow. We got another busy day tomorrow. I might do a live stream somewhere tomorrow afternoon. We'll have to see. And then Wednesday, you guys got to be ready for Wednesday. Trump came out and said they're doing some more financial deals with Iran, and any financial institution that works with Iran will be debanked in the United States of America. Good. Banks shouldn't be profiting off of terrorists. Bottom line. I guess over there in Fresno, our libtard city attorney did a press conference that discussing stronger prosecutor safety measures. He has authorized his prosecutors and investigators to carry firearms, which should have been done a long time ago. It's pretty stupid that it didn't happen before. It took one of the prosecutors getting stabbed. And I know Gary and a few others on the conservative side was saying this for a long time, that we need to do something about that. How about this? How about we put people in jail for the time they should be in jail? And Trump went off on Canada saying he's going to put a 50% tariff on their imports because they're still trying to screw us over on our exports. So we'll see how all that goes. We'll see how all that goes. Roy D, how are you doing? Mater TJ, how are you? Deadweiler. got the folks popping in here. Some of y'all love the driving chats. And I don't know if you guys seen, what the heck is his name? Enes Kanter went to a women's NBA game with a t-shirt that had a definition of a woman on it. Said woman and gave the definition human, adult, female. And one of the players was going off on him. Guess who got kicked out? Of course, she did. The person that just transitioned, Enes Kanter. And I think it's sexist. I think it's racist. I think it's wrong that they kicked him out. But he was escorted out of the WNBA game. Spotted that on the side of the freeway right there, but we got homeless encampments. Welcome to California. So, as I said, guys, we're going to be live. We got to go to Sacramento for the Stop Nick Shirley Act rally. We're going to be there bringing you unedited, raw, live coverage. And if you guys want to help out, it would be appreciated. Gas and everything else. Every little bit helps, and we appreciate you guys for helping. Got some links down there on the bottom, the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Okay, truck, get on over. I don't know if they're legal or what. Let's see, what's the weather today? We are in Madera, just leaving Madera right now. It is 91, the high will be 102, low 70 degrees. Should be a little bit cooler, couple degrees cooler, especially at night. In Sacramento, you get the Delta breeze. So yeah, Scott Bessent says any entity that facilitates money laundering on behalf of Iran will be removed from the US dollar system. The clock just started ticking. Yes, over in Seattle, ice has been hitting the McDonald's over there. Where is it at? On Aurora Avenue. I guess they were really known for hiring illegals, and ICE has taken a few of those illegals away and have opened up jobs for American citizens. Funny how Canada's acting like they can hurt us when all they have to do is be fair, be partners. Stop tariffing the hell out of our dairy and everything else. What's up, PMB?
Did you talk about the 25% electricity surtax, bringing that back? Did you
Trump don't want to bring pain to any of our partners, any of the neighboring countries. He wants fairness. He's tired of being a welfare system for other countries. And as soon as you cut off that welfare, they want to hurt you and me, the United States citizen. That is insanity. Insanity. What is going on? Dale, what's up, Dale? We're going to be bringing you some excitement. With fun travel on the road again. Raise his hand, apologize. Dude almost ran us off the road. And I got to run into one of our viewers today. I ran after we worked. And before I was heading out, I ran and grabbed me some In-N-Out. And gentleman's name, I want to say Rick. He was sitting at the table and he's like, "Hey, I love your shows." It was really cool. Good guy. Sitting there, he was reading the Bible. It's inspirational. Inspirational inside the In-N-Out. Getting his burger, getting his God on. And then I like that video of Spider Mike. I wish we could do a live stream. Spider Mike getting his butt handed to him down there in Portland. guys are going to be excited when you see some of the content from today and some content we're doing tomorrow. And 31 miles to go, folks. To swing up in here, give you all an update in case you're wondering where I was at, what we got going on, and remind you Wednesday is going to be epic. And I appreciate anybody who pitched in gas money or is pitching in gas money that can help us do this trip. Feels good to be back out on the road, and we'll see if we can continue doing this. If it works and we can fund it, let's do another one. Let's keep going to these places. Then y'all just make me sit in that studio, get no fresh air. But at least there's not hardly any traffic today yet. We haven't hit Modesto. Might see a little something in Stockton. 11:51, so we should get to Sacramento about 2:30. Dale, thank you, Dale, for the road trip. $10 Cash App. Thank you, Dale, for helping us out and keeping us moving along. I appreciate you. Everybody give Dale a shout out. That is awesome. Thank you, Dale. Hey Fred, how are you doing, sir? Jan, thank you. Yeah, OUB ate all the snacks, guys. Jan Garner says a little help maybe. Sorry I can't stay up long with the 3-hour difference on police calls. Safe travel, my friend. I appreciate you. I appreciate you too, Jan. Thank you for the blessing. Thank you for helping us be up here, or get up here to Sacramento and stay 2 days and come back home. We appreciate it. Guys rock. They're calling that 49ers CEO, it's being called a $140 trailer park prostitute arrest. That's bad, guys. And it's bad enough when RW was caught with that guy in that park bathroom, but we still accept him. Robert, how are you doing? Thanks for joining us, Robert. Turn up this air a little. It's getting a little chilly in here. I gotta change my phone mount here in a minute. Let's see it. That helps a little. A decent turnout Wednesday. Hopefully people can travel from farther distances and get a good turnout. I don't know what fires up people anymore. I try to get people fired up all the time, and it just doesn't work anymore. Sometimes we got our diehards. But this is worth missing work, missing school, pulling your kids out of school. It's worth all that. If I wasn't going to come down this early, if I was going up the same day, well, I wouldn't have went up the same day just because with traffic and everything, there's that chance we won't get there in time. I don't want to deal with that like we've done before. But gone down the night before, just one night, I would have took Rachel and Caden, so Caden could have experienced it. He's picking up on all this stuff now, and he loves those rallies. And again, Dale and Jan, thank you again for helping us out for the gas, the lodging, everything you guys help out with. I can't do it without y'all. Oh, Check that out. Gandalf, thank you so much. Gandalf with the $75 to help us get down to SAC. Thank you very much, Gandalf. God bless the Oreo army that gets us on the road and gets us where we can aim that camera somewhere. And guess what? It might be a little spicy too. There is word, I've been looking online, there is word that Antifa will be meeting at 9 o'clock to march to the Capitol. And also some word that Patriot Front is going to try to co-op the event, which we won't allow happen. So you guys will be seeing all that action live, which is nice. I might even have to do 2 live streams. One live stream for the event and another live stream for the chaos. Or I can record the chaos and upload later. I don't know how I'm going to do it. It all depends on their sound system, if I'm going to have to use mics or not. I could have kept my cruise control on if this car would have just got over in the slow lane. There was nobody over here. But they insist on holding folks up. Back on cruise. Thanks again, Gandalf. Everybody give Gandalf a big shout out. We got to get on the road, guys. This is one of those chances. And when you find out what we did this morning and what we're doing tomorrow, you'll be thrilled. And then we're going to give you Wednesday. That'll be a great time. funny how the administration is coming out with these talking points, the Newsom folks, and they're sitting there saying that, oh, this doesn't stop independent journalists. When you have video of something and you can't post it, or else you get charged and get a $4,000 fine. Nah, we're heading up to Sacramento right now, Robert. Probably about 2 hours and 10 minutes away, depending on traffic. They're going to do anything they can. We've seen the censorship strike back really hard when Trump did his address from the White House, and CBS and some others didn't air it. Like, are you kidding me? The president is addressing the United States of America, and you don't want the truth to come out because you know you've been fraudulently lying. You've been covering up for the fraud in elections for so long. That's mainstream media for you. And Renee, thank you, Renee. Renee with the Cash App. Thank you, Renee. Appreciate you. We just got gas covered for today. That is awesome. That is awesome. Everybody give Renee a big shout out and a thank you. I'm not even lying. If it was cooler out here, I would hit a rest stop and take a 45-minute nap. Got up at 2, a little after 2 today. Applebee's, next exit. What does that bumper sticker say? Dutch Princess. If there was a Dutch Brothers, there is. I'll have to look for a Dutch Brothers right now so I can get a couple shots of espresso. Sugar-free Golden Eagle. Make RW by it. Shouldn't be that busy at noon. Trucks are getting a little close to each other. Just get around them and get in front of them, dude. Look at that. Good old Amazon driver. Let's see. Yep. You already know, guys. Probably driving on his illegal CDL. Renee, thank you for gifting that subscription earlier. I appreciate you, Renee. Wow, that was bumpy. That was bumpy. I got to switch phone holders. I see the Dutch sign. got popped by the highway patrol right here. Cosmic Comfort was speeding. Bad boy. He's not happy. He don't look too happy. He's like, damn it, got caught. Just trying to get more work done in the day. But if you're not gonna go, I'm gonna go. Yes, sir. Just put in these stop signs right here. This is the one exit I always stop on the way home. Never for Dutch Brothers, but today we're doing Dutch Brothers. I need some coffee, man. What playlist would I be listening to if you weren't live? You know what? I'd probably be listening to a podcast. I'd probably listen to the PBD podcast if I wasn't live. I always listen to politics stuff. Let me see if I can fix this. But if I had put on my music, it'd probably be 80s country or 80s rock and roll alternative, mainly country. Caden loves some of my old school 70s country stuff. Saint Fan, thank you so much for the donation. I gotta go. You guys rock. Feels good to know we can go out of town and actually get through a trip without having to stick out our leg on a street corner. Let me do this. Dutch. Huge drive-thrus for Dutch Brothers. What's up? I just got here. I don't know. It said pick the shortest line, so. And let's see. Gandalf, thank you for the coffee. Thank you, Gandalf. Appreciate you. Gandalf's kicking us down. Blue Dog kicking us down with our coffee. Nice. Yeah.
Not many people seem to understand the push one.
Yeah, I guess not. I was just figuring that out.
Can I get a name for the order?
Josh.
Awesome. What can I get started for?
Give me a like a medium, sugar-free Golden Eagle blended with 2 extra shots.
Anything else?
That's it.
Was it medium, sugar-free, Golden Eagle freeze, 2 extra shots?
Yeah.
And I got you. It's okay, I got you.
What do you mean?
Like it's on me today.
Really?
Yeah, I just appreciate you. You just seem like a cool guy. So.
Oh man, thank you, bro.
Of course.
Thank you. Have a good one. Wow. Did you guys hear that? Dude's like, I got you today. You just seem like a cool guy. That was cool. That was cool. Now Gandalf's buying my tomorrow morning's coffee now. That was pretty cool. Dude's like, I got you. Hey, it's my lucky day. Every day we are blessed. Something always happens each day. We take stuff for granted all the time. But you know what? As long as we're able to keep working, keep moving, we need to appreciate that. That was pretty cool. That was really cool. I don't think I ever had that happen here. I've had people, usually, I have an American flag hat on. I'm not wearing any Trump gear. So it wasn't Trump privilege. Every once in a while I get the Trump privilege when I'm wearing the MAGA stuff. But that was cool. I'm gonna have to remember this when I come back next time. When I come back through here, I'm gonna make sure I come back to this one and hook someone up. On my way home Wednesday evening. Like I said, I always stop here anyways. Usually it's for gas and a soda once we're out of Sacramento, because I hate stopping in Sacramento after a rally. I always want to get out of town, so that's cool. God is good, man. And I told you guys, so check this out. For those of you that weren't here, so I go get lunch today. We got to work at 3:30 this morning. We got to work doing some stuff. You guys will see those videos later. And I get home, I grab all my stuff. I forgot a few things that I needed to pack up. And I was like, man, I need to eat. It's, close to 11 and I've been, working for 8 hours. And I haven't ate anything, not even a snack. I was drinking plenty of water though. So I was like, I'll go to In-N-Out. I go sit down at In-N-Out and I'm waiting for my food. And someone says, hey, I love your shows. It was a guy sitting over next to me. He goes, I love watching your police calls. And he's sitting there reading the Bible. And I look over and he starts talking about my pastor, Anthony. And we just communicated for a while, and it was just such a good vibe this guy put off. Like, when I'm sitting down and trying to eat, I got a bad habit of stressing on everything. The finances, how tomorrow is going to go, how Wednesday is going to go. Do I have all my equipment? Is the mic going to work right? Are we going to have streaming issues? I just sit there when I eat, and that just sitting here, and he was just looking at him reading the Bible, was like, you know what? Give it to God. Give it to God. Because I have the hardest time. I want to control things. Like, I'm in control of my life. And then I need to realize, guess what? You're not. You're not. And then look at this right here. That's a sign right there, right here in the heart of where we're at. If all those things connecting isn't a sign for one of you, I'm telling you it is. We were talking about it in church the other day, and this is so true. I knew this for a while, but a lot of people think when you go to church, everybody gets the same message. And at the end of church service on Sunday, they said, what message is God sending you? And then afterwards, they sit there and kind of think about it, close your eyes, bow your heads, think about it, what message is God trying to send you today? And he goes, after everybody did that, he's like, you know what he didn't say it like this. I'm paraphrasing. I'm thinking, you know what the cool thing is everybody in there, that message that we heard in church, everybody heard a different message. And the reason why everybody heard a different message is because through that message, through the sermon, we weren't necessarily hearing the sermon. We were hearing what God wanted us to hear, right? Like you could have two people listen to the same sermon, and a lot of times, and I always say I'm a selfish Christian because when I go to church, I'm always like, man, this is the week I've had, God. I'm here to praise you, but like I need a little something too. And it's like every Sunday, especially at this church. That's why I just love this church. Is it's like something that you've been wondering about for some reason gets answered in church. That is pretty cool though. You had the Jesus, you had this dude, you had the guy in and out today. What a blessing. And we're getting the coffee on top of that. Life is good. Life is good. That is pretty cool. Yeah. What's this right here? What's the difference?
I haven't even read it yet.
Is that what you would choose?
So this is just like our featured fall drinks. So we have a caramel pumpkin.
Oh, okay, okay. Cool, cool. I wasn't sure.
You just get the golden eagle.
Thank you. Yeah, have a great day.
You got a straw?
Yeah, thank you. You too. So they had to put a tip in their tip jar. They had two different cups, and you got to choose between like a pumpkin one or a cookie butter, and cookie butter is bomb. Cookie butter should be outlawed. I haven't had a cookie butter coffee in a long time because they have so much sugar in them. But we are good. We are on the road. We got oh yeah, we're good. So let me text my buddy back, wondering when I'm gonna get there. Let's see, where's my map? And I'll tell you. Oh yeah, taste of coffee. Thank you guys. Thank you, Gandalf. Thank you to the employee. Gandalf got to me tomorrow. That's good. It's gonna be a long day tomorrow. That was Dutch Brothers. Very popular over here. I think I'm not gonna tell you wrong stuff, but like my kids totally loved it. I used to really love it when I could have sugar, because most of their drinks are really like twice the sugar as Starbucks, and I don't know if it's actually twice. But I believe they started in Arizona or somewhere else. Anyways, we got our first one, I don't know, was it like 20 years ago? And they have long lines. They're very similar to In-N-Out. All the ones in Fresno, very long lines. But they used to have one that was called, my favorite was a Kahlua Kicker. But they have pre-made drinks. I can't remember what one of them's called. Maybe one of you guys that go there know. But it has 9 shots of espresso. I think it's called the Annihilator. So they make all these, and they have all their energy drinks, like their fruity drinks too, with energy drinks. They're just very popular. Very popular. Some of them are very woke. The one not too far from my house, not the closest, but the closest one just opened up last year, but there was another one, and through COVID, everybody was wearing masks, so I stopped going there. But when you got woke Starbucks or woke Dutch Brothers, you gotta choose one. But they got some really cool drinks, especially if you can have sugar. I call them desserts. Renee says the Kahlua Kicker is my absolute favorite. I used to get that every day on my way home from work. Yeah, I mean I'm surprised when I'm traveling and I see them everywhere. Been to Eddie World? What is Eddie World? In Yermo, California. Why does that sound so familiar? Thank you, Jaylen. Thank you guys for helping out. You guys rock. We're going to be bringing you some action on Wednesday. Yeah, that dude was cool. He didn't like RW either. He could tell I didn't like RW, and he was like, I'm gonna get this dude a coffee. Already seen the car I was driving and thinking, this dude can't afford a Dutch Brothers. I need to help him out. Old Uncle Bill gifting a subscription over there. Thank you, Old Uncle Bill. You guys rock. I'm not even exaggerating. I can already feel a little off the coffee. Miss Pearl, love your openness and boldness for God. Thank you, Miss Pearl. Thank you so much. It wasn't like that 10 years ago, 12 years ago. I always thought I was a Christian. And I mean, I was almost like those guys that identify as females. I said I was a Christian, but I never lived life like one. I drank, I partied. I mean, the reason why I kind of got into politics, part of it, was because I seen what was going on, and I hated the hypocrisy, and I looked in the mirror and said, well, how can you be a hypocrite then? But a lot of the times when we would go to these events, I didn't go, like some of the events, I didn't go to necessarily cover. I went to fight and defend conservatives. Like the Battle of the Bay, we knew it was gonna be an all-out brawl. And I just put my phone in my pocket. But man, it's so much better now, and it doesn't mean life's easier. It doesn't mean it's gonna make everything better. You just have I guess you could say you know how to handle things better. Instead of using a beer or a shot of tequila, you use God, the Bible. And I probably wouldn't even be where I'm at today if it wasn't for my church. I tried so many churches, and I was like, man, I just don't feel nothing in here. Like, I don't even... There was one I kind of liked. That was about 12 years ago, I think. I started going to that one. And then I was like, nah, man, I don't know. I'm just not getting what I need out of it. And sure enough, January 6th came around, and that next week they had that protest against Adventure Church. And I started asking people about the pastor, my buddies that knew him, and they're like, oh, he's legit, good dude. And then when I had my back surgery, I couldn't work. And so I told Rachel, I said, you know what? She's all, are you upset that you can't go film the protest? I said, well, I'm not going to film the protest, but we're going to go to church. I've gone almost every week since. If I've been in town, I've been there. And I've watched them grow so much, especially the last couple of years, man. I was telling the guy today at the In-N-Out, I was like, man, they have so many services now, 2 locations. See what that was about. It's a huge gas station candy store, has a big ice cream stack. Oh yes, I've been there. I've been there. I didn't know the name of it or where it is, but I know exactly what you're talking about now. And thanks again, Miss Pearl. Appreciate you. And like I told you all, my daughter who's 19, I didn't tell her to do anything. She's an adult. I let her, I mean, obviously I guide her and stuff, but she got baptized all on her own at that church. What was it, 2 weeks ago now? 3 weeks ago? And that was just like, that was incredible. That was incredible. day tomorrow and a beautiful day Wednesday. Can't wait. I'm gonna get to bed early tonight, like I said. Woke up at 2 this morning to get out of the house on time. And I was so lucky last night. You guys know I don't go to bed early. And I laid down and I told Rach and Caden, I said, we'll just put a little cartoon movie on and we'll lay down early. And I laid down and I was just, I guess the term is restful. And I went to bed by like 9:40. That's the earliest I've been to bed in years. And I was like, I just need to get some sleep so I can function tomorrow. And that, like I do at dinner, I was stressing out. Okay, do I got my, because I did a lot of filming today. Do I got my battery charger? Is it charged? Do I got all the cords? Do I got the tripod? I just put it all aside and went to bed. I was like, yeah. But we could get a little action tomorrow for sure. Or Wednesday. We'll actually get some action maybe tomorrow too, because we're going to stop by somewhere. There could be protesting, so if that's the case, we'll definitely bring you that as well. Jamie's mom, what's up from Tennessee, huh? Who we got in here? Got Saint Fan, Deadweiler, see. Working great. Good flow of traffic. Rachel was reading an ad yesterday. She was on Facebook Marketplace. We were driving. I had to run an errand. She was like, oh, look at that. And she read it wrong. I was like, what? She was reading, there was a tent trailer. And she said $700. And I was like, no, let me see. And look at it. It was a pop-up tent trailers. I was like, that thing's nice. She goes, it's even one of the larger ones with a restroom. And I was like, are you serious? I go, $700? I was like, I'll sell some things to get that. I could take that, like when we're going to Sacramento, I could stay at the KOA down here and not have to pay for a hotel. Feel like I'm at home a little more. And I was like, man, you got to message him just because $700. We got to look at that, see if we can come up with the money. And so she messages them and she keeps looking at it a little more. I go, let me see those pictures again. I was like, wow, that is clean. No water damage, no tears in the tent. And she goes, oh, wait. And I was like, oh, I knew there was a catch. What is it? She's like, it's $2,700. I was like, that's what I thought. No way that thing's $700. Buy it tomorrow and flip it in 3 weeks for $2,000 at least. gonna be, I think Wednesday's gonna be pretty good. Like I said, Antifa's meeting at 9 a.m. Our NorCal Resistance meeting at 9 a.m., which they're always fun. They were part of the group that assaulted all those journalists, stole my camera equipment that time, right in front of the Capitol, and the cops just watched like it was legal. It's where they got, I can't remember his name, but cracked him over the head pretty good. The other guy got sent in the ambulance. They're meeting at 9 a.m. and then they're marching over to the state capitol. Then we got, somebody said Patriot Front, which from what I understand in Sacramento is pretty much the White Lives Matter group that's always, at least the ones I've seen down there, are absolute trash. Last time we've seen some of them was at that, when we were covering that drag show, when Antifa was protecting that drag show, and the dude was doing those Hail Hitler salutes, the Roman salute, and they tried to tie me to him. I wasn't any part of them, and they knew that, you knew that, but they tried to do that to try to make me look bad. So could be Patriot Front showing up there, so we're gonna have to distance ourselves from them, the feds. So we'll see how it goes. They haven't been that strong in Sacramento, but there hasn't been a whole lot of what they call right wing, because if you support the First Amendment, you support the Constitution, you're a right wing extremist. Okay, are we getting in some traffic now? Oh, dude, what a jackwagon! You gotta wait for me to come by. There's not even a car behind me. Good brakes on the car, though. This road a million times. I would say we've been to the Capitol 20, 40, 60. There was times we were going to the Capitol every other weekend for protests, rallies, Second Amendment, covering Antifa, covering BLM. I'll never forget, me and Jason came down here when they were like 63 days in a row doing the BLM crap every night. Me and Jason went up here, all incognito. That's where we actually met Julius. That's where we met Julius. Ran into him at something, and we're like, he's like, you guys are going to BLM? I said, yeah, you're black, why don't you join us? And I fit in better than they did because, you know, BLM was 60-70% white in most cities. I was more nervous that Jason was going to get us exposed. They're like, you can't record. I was like, oh, I'm filming the cops. Oh, okay, good idea. channels back. A lot of our Facebook folks, we've never seen again. We had some great folks. I wish we could get them to go over to Rumble. It's just hard to get people to go to Rumble for some reason. I don't know what it is. But God bless Rumble. They're the only thing that kept us, we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Rumble. There'd be nothing we could do. Doing the Portland drive today. That Portland drive is brutal. And I'm working on the smog too, just to give you guys an update. Thursday, definitely only one show. I'm going to be working on some stuff to the vehicle. And hopefully I can get some things done. I got some more treatment, but I got some other things that people gave me some tips on what to do. And hopefully by Friday, we're in the smog shop. So, because in 2-3 weeks, we're going to be out of a vehicle if we can't smog it. I ain't paying no $1,900. I was talking to one of our viewers that has a smog shop. That guy that mentioned, say, hey, come here, come to the shop. Well, I went over there to talk to him. He was telling me the part for the car would have been $300 to $400 in 2020. Now it's $1,300 to $1,500. And I'm not going to put $1,500 into a car that's worth $4,000, right? That's just, to me, stupid. And he said when COVID hit, prices quadrupled in the catalytic converter market. And I thought that was the case. I didn't know when it happened, but I remember I looked years ago because we had a problem with smog probably right around 2020, and I looked online, and I think the catalytic converter for this car was like $349 or $359. Now it's almost $1,500. And there's multiple ones on the car. So the one that's out is bank one. And you replace that, then you have the other one go out. And it doesn't affect my gas mileage, doesn't even affect the smog. It will pass smog with flying colors, but that check engine light in the state of California, I was talking to Ben Bergwam, was it last night or this morning, and he goes, yeah, I'm so happy to live in Arkansas. We don't have to smog our vehicles. And I'm like, holy cow, that would be awesome. Again, thank you, Jalen, for the Zelle. Appreciate you. Car's a little asleep at the wheel. Jay keeps asking is in the house. Wasn't too far from here. Oh, was it Lodi? Lodi when we went for that. Man, it was a great time when Patriots were standing up, like sacrificing their time with their family, their money to come out. I remember when we chased BLM, they got bussed in, I think it was to Lodi. I'm going to have to find that live stream and replay it. And they got marched out. They tried to play their games and march through the city. It didn't last long. talking back in 2016, 2017. We would go up to the Capitol, we'd do these events, and there would be about 20, 25 streamers. No exaggeration. And with cancel culture and everything else, they just started dropping like flies. And there's many times now you go to the Capitol, I'm one of the very few people that show up. I think this will bring a lot of weekend warriors out, but there's very few people that just do this full time. For that guy. Got about another hour left to where we're going. Meet up with some folks. Hang out for a little bit, get the game plan going, and we're gonna go grab food, get a hotel, and wake up and do it all over again. Freeway to close at Fremont Street on 8:30. Well, that don't make no sense. Where's it telling me to go? It says in 15 miles to go. Oh. Must be something going on the 99. It's telling me to jump over to the 5, go up to Sacramento and cut across. Let me enter this in again. See if it gives me 2 options. Maybe I hit the wrong option. I will do that. It says it's 21 minutes faster than taking the 99. That's weird. That don't happen very often. You see all these empty on the side of the road, these farms or these places that were once farms. Once did agriculture and livestock, and now they're just dust, just tumbleweeds out there. It's sad to see, but it's so almost impossible to do any of that in California, even though we're the breadbasket of the world. Rules, regulation, water supply. It's like what they do with chickens. Now your chicken got to get a manicure. Black Bear Diner in Los Banos. Every time we went to the Bay Area, or Gilroy, somewhere like that. Why are you having a problem? See what's going on with my satellite. It's going through a Carol, that's awesome. Nice little 4Runner. I'm going to look for a used one here in a few months. That's what we're going to start working on as we travel more. I want one of those. I can just sleep in the back. You know, if things go bad again, we're going to be back at the border. That would be perfect. Mount the satellite on top. Get a used one. go straight through, which is weird. But they could have construction or a wreck or something. Last time I said, there's no way, and I go down the road, and sure enough, we were stuck there for a long time. That was south through Bakersfield. Bumpy California roads. But give us more money, we'll fix them for you. What happened to the money I gave you? Well, that went to other things. That went to support our unions that aren't building a high-speed rail. But we gotta pay to play with our union friends in construction. Mikey's in the house. What's up, B. Mikey? Stanislaus State Stockton campus, next exit. So we got a couple days here in Sacramento. Wednesday's the big day for y'all. 100% live, raw, unedited footage of the Stop Nick Shirley Act rally. That'll be exciting. Got a lot of different speakers. I got my cooler for the phone. Got my umbrella for the phone. Says about 52 more minutes. $490 ticket if you get in a HOV lane to the left without having two people in. Luckily, I have close to about 100 and something total, so we can get in the carpool lane anytime we want. But thanks for all you guys that helped out and are helping out for the gas, the lodging. You guys are amazing. Slow down. Tonight at dinner. I'd love to go to like a little old school classic diner and just get some meatloaf or some turkey, mashed potatoes and gravy. That would be epic. shortly. I heard they also shut off. I was watching a news report. It's only been a couple weeks now. I think it's only on the weekends. It might be permanent, or because all the trouble they were having in Old Town Sacramento. And I like to go in there along the river and get some fish and chips. For like 14 bucks, you get a decent serving of fish and chips. Like 9 bucks, a decent bowl of clam chowder. And we usually just go down there and trigger people with our MAGA gear on just by walking around. But that they closed all vehicular traffic, I think that would hurt the businesses right there in Old Town Sacramento. I think they only did it on Friday or the weekends at a certain time, but who knows? Maybe we'll end up there tonight for dinner. Stop up here and use the restroom really quick. They got a Loves and a Pilot. A Pilot. $5.25 at one station. This is the other station. Was still Flag City. RW is here to just take off the L. I'll get gas again in Sacramento if I try to make it over to a Costco so I can save a little. We got gas to get to Sac, so. Definitely not that's someone that supports what we do. Okay, be right back, guys. Don't let nobody steal the car, please. It's a long walk. Alright, we're ready to rock and roll. Oh, he's in the chat now. Damn it. Ruined our day. it's gonna cut out a second. It's rebooting the Starlink. Let's see here. For Apple needs to fix their crap. Cali coffee drinker used to live in Lodi, huh? Why is everybody oh, something came off a truck right here. Looked like all kind of paperwork. Everybody was stopping for that. Damn. Oh, look at there's that box right there. They just hit it. Gandalf. Thank you so much. Gandalf Blue Dog. Thank you. More than you know. Appreciate you. Everybody give Gandalf Blue Dog a big shout out. Another donation from him to help us out for this trip. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What a blessing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jalen was here a little while ago. I don't know if she's still here. Now we're hitting a little traffic. Let's see what it looks like on the map. So it's yellow. Maybe just through this area here where they're doing a little construction. Let's pray that's the case. There we go. Yeah, that's what it was. Now we're through all that. About 35 minutes left. I used to have to commute from Lodi to Vallejo. That, oh yeah, I wouldn't miss that either. A lot of, yeah. No way. the left lane around here. These big rigs do. Oh yeah, no, we're lucky we do got that AC kicking on. Swerved out for something. Blue Dog, once again, thank you so much. What's up, Matt? Gonna go up here, meet up with Ty and Ben. They left about an hour before me. Truck stop, I was looking under the stalls for Big B. I didn't see him down. Didn't see him down there. He must be hiding pretty good. Maybe he's wearing a turban these days. Oh my golly. Oh my golly, driver. 10-footer driver. It's a new and improved Big D. Officials have confirmed the gun found by a student in the bathroom at Buchanan High School football game belonged to an officer with the California Department of Justice. Ah, man, I'd like to know what officer. Is that the one that raided my house? That's just unacceptable. You have that firearm and people make mistakes, but if you're the California DOJ, you would think that mistake would be unacceptable. I'm going to have to look into that. How about this? Just breaking, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals just ruled that district courts cannot block immigration enforcement actions based solely on allegations against ICE agents. Fire up these deportation planes, guys. Fire it up. I'll go volunteer for free. I'll fuel the planes. I'll wash the planes. I'll fly the planes for that matter. At least 17 shot, 4 fatally in weekend gun violence across Chicago. Imagine that. Colombia launches a Colombia First immigration crackdown with police ordered to begin finding and deporting undocumented migrants. I can't believe the DOJ left the gun in the bathroom. looks like a good place for another detention facility. Big enough to build an airstrip so we don't have to keep them for more than 12 hours. Those passports are starting to look a little better. That black car on the right lane, better than what they used to look like, at least. My former boss lived over here in Elk Grove when I worked for one of these industrial companies, and our headquarters were based in West Sacramento, and we had to come down once a month for a couple days just to go to corporate and deal with meetings and numbers and reviews and all that other stuff. And then I worked for him, or worked for that company for, I think, 12 years. And he was originally out of Fresno. He was born and raised in Fresno. And I found out a few years ago, he never had any kids. He wasn't always single, but he just never could find. I think he was a hard guy to deal with as far as women were concerned. And then he got a form of cancer. I never got to say goodbye to him. Found out like 3 months after he died, he had passed away. And I was like, Scott passed away? No way. He was probably like 7, 8 years older than me. But I remember part of my interview, they actually found me. I used to purchase for the company, and the company I worked for shut down. literally abruptly 863 employees laid off all on a Friday afternoon. And one of the employees I was friends with, I would go hang out and have beers with him and stuff. We would shoot pool, and we were out shooting pool that night. I didn't know if I was celebrating or drowning my sorrows because I don't have a job anymore. And he goes, hey, Scott wants to know if you're interested in a job. And I was like, doing what? He's like, a territory manager. What I do now, but you would cover the north part of the valley. And I was like, yeah, sure. And he goes, so the next Friday, I drove up here with that guy. They were having a sales meeting, or it was Thursday. I drove up here and we met it. I don't even know if they're still around. I think it's like, it's that Tex-Mex place. I can't think of it. And I was like, I think I could work here. All my food was bought. All my beers were bought. And I went in the next day, had my interview, and ended up working there for 12 damn years. The owners were great people. They ended up selling a few years back to a bigger corporation. But they had locations in San Leandro, Fremont, Fresno, Sparks, Nevada, which is pretty much Reno, West Sacramento. Those little stickers on the bottom of that car are little dogs. I hope she don't have that many dogs. All right, guys. Well, I am not far away. Old Uncle Bill, thank you so much for gifting that subscription. Appreciate you. But we are going to be heading out, meeting Ben and Ty right now. Again, tomorrow morning I'll be working. It won't be live stream stuff, but you'll see it. I'll make sure I come up and give you guys an update tomorrow afternoon. And we'll be staying at a hotel tonight and tomorrow night. And then Wednesday, Stop Nick Shirley Act rally. Even though Gavin Newsom did sign it late last week, we will be there, and it should be a really good turnout. So make sure you join us for that. Have your notifications on. There might also be a protest tomorrow, and I want to say thank you to you all for tuning in. We appreciate you. We can't do it without you guys. And again, thank you for anybody that donates and helps out for the trips we take. Hopefully this one with this Stop Nick Shirley, while we're there, we can get a lot of little donations that we can start planning our next trip and be on the road again. That is the goal. That would be awesome. So you guys know, if you want to help out, the links are on the bottom. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to everybody who pitched in. You guys rock. And we will see you guys soon. God bless.